Welcome back, everybody, to some more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. This episode, we're going to keep cracking on at really turning a jam into pulp. We do have our friends, the Timurids, involved. They're really just there to waste the opposition's time, essentially. And they're doing a reasonably good job of that. We have an exiled army. Why such things happening? Go back to Canik, then. We need to take a lot of a jam. We're probably going to give it to our vassal, who we're then going to start integrating fairly soon. Because once we give them most of this land, it's going to take us a while to use our diplomacy to get that absorbed, but we definitely want to start at some point in the near future. Previous Daniel, what were you moving troops around to do? That does not need to go where it's going, that is for sure. This stack doesn't really need to do anything at this point. Let's just move it so we don't have as much attrition. I'm okay with that. We have way more than enough troops on the east side of a jam as it is. Who else is even in this war? Somalia, Hejaz, and Hormuz. It's been, for me, 3 or 4 weeks since I recorded EU4. So we're going to try and get rid of some of the rust and the, well, I've just plain forgottenness of the situation. More people are joining a massive coalition that's against us. Korea did split from Russia, so that's cool. It'll keep them busy. I did also check between episodes because it doesn't really come up as an opportunity for me normally. But yes, to become a hegemon, which the game will keep telling me to do, if we do this, it's a -50 relationship penalty with everybody else, even if they're allied to us. So I'd rather not do that right now, because if we do, then Portugal will break the alliance with us. That will probably happen at some point. I mean, we need it if we're going to try and form into Rome. But we don't need it to happen right now, so we're just not going to do that. Let's go siege. Go siege that level 4 fort, because we can have this 45k stack, with which does not have a military leader. So what's that all about? We'll have that go for the level 8 fort for the time being. It'll take it forever to siege, but it's fine. They're mercenaries. They don't count towards my manpower pool, so I don't care as much. In theory, Poland should not be claiming anything over here. We'll see. I mean, in terms of forming Rome, we have so many quests we'll never do. Anyway, they're not the ones that matter for me. Why can't I find the right window? There we go, that's the one. Aye. Yeah, we only need this wedge. So if they do claim things up in the side adjacent to the Caspian Sea, which doesn't even act as a sea in this game, or any type of water for that matter, we don't really care. Not a big deal. I would love it if the Timurids would stop this siege at Golistan. How many troops do they even have? They have no manpower, but they have a thick end of 200,000 troops. You'd think they'd be doing something about it, but apparently not. We have 3 big sieges going on, and then we have a float stack in the middle. I guess our float stack can... Oh, I was going to say, while we're waiting, can go and carpet siege. But they just completed their siege of Golistan. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll stay in the mountain in case they attack us. I think that's wise. Meanwhile, yeah, Somalia... They should have a big stack somewhere, so I have to keep my eyes peeled, but we haven't... At this stage, we don't know where it is. Like, where it is, we do not know. We do know that there are some big numbers of troops coming our way, so we do need to pay attention. We can enact a government reform. That is delicious. What tier are we at? Not a very high one, by the looks of it. Tier 11, so we have a choice of the electorate. Disables elections? No, thank you. That sounds terrible. We don't want a general becoming a leader. That sounds poor as well. We just want more... I don't need more manpower. Having a dynastic rule is kind of interesting because it still means that we keep elections, but we can marry as well. But it does mean we only have an election when a leader dies. So I'm not thrilled about that. The reason why it's somewhat tempting is the +2 to diplomatic reputation. We'll be able to absorb vassals a lot quicker, but I just don't think it's worth it. So as boring as it is, I think we'll just go for citizenry to make our troops even better in combat. Bit why are you guys attritioning? What are you doing? You two are half stack, so you're going to come over and start sitting around and carpet sieging things, please. Who just died? Which stack are you in? That stack. That's very inconvenient as it happens. So, split 1,000 infantry off this stack. Put a new leader on it. He's got 3 pips of siege, I'll take that. We're going to have that 1,000 stack hopefully not get wrecked. And we'll combine with the stack that's sieging out Kashan. Netherlands are now in a coalition. This coalition's pretty spicy. We're going to have to tread a little bit carefully outside of this war just to see what the nations decide to do. I'd love to go straight after Bohemia after this war, but I don't think the game's going to cooperate and let me do that. We shall see. Oh, we have the siege of Galkayo completed. Awesome. There is a partial stack for Somalia, but again, not one that's really particularly scary, so it's fine. I don't need any land down here, right, to form Rome. I highly doubt it. No, I really don't need anything down here. To the point where... what am I going to do with Somalia? I'm at 42% war score. I don't need any land from them. I'm not even convinced that I want any land from them. Because this will just be a pain to referee. Because it's just so far away from everything. So unless I wanted to make yet another vassal down here as just a buffer state. I'm not thrilled by that prospect. I don't really want to burn a load of Diplo points to break them up either. We'll probably just break an alliance with them and then call it good. Realistically, we could probably just do that now. What war score would you accept? If I just told you, I want you to break your treaty. Do you have a treaty with anybody that matters? Well, we'll have it break... Hang on. Yeah, I'll have it break with Ajan. The reason why I was tentative is... I don't want Russia to just come and attack them immediately. I'm concerned if I break Ajam's... Yeah, I'm not going to. Tell you what, you can keep your alliance with Ajam because I don't want Russia attacking you and getting free stuff. So, congratulations, you're not going to have to worry about it. Beyond that, though, what do I even want? Do I want anything from them? I don't care about returning cores. I'm tempted just to take as much money as they'll give me and peace out. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't get any land off them, but I really don't care. It just means I can get my troops out of the way, stop having them attrition unnecessarily, and yeah, I'm okay with that. Finally, like, look at all the Timurid troops that are just doing nothing with them. Maybe you should come over and do something. Just throwing it out there. The siege of Tabriz finally is over. Thank goodness, because that's a lot of troops I had sitting around. Before we start sieging anything else, though, let's just spread out a little bit like a carpet. Poland, by the looks of it, is going to go over to Lakia after Shamaki. Great name. Don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but it's a great name. But, so we'll let Poland deal with that bit. I really don't care. That's a wasteland, so we can't siege that out. Lithuania's probably going to join a coalition against us. If they do, it's fine. Start spreading out a little bit down south. Why is our vassal going into Golistan? That's a brave decision. I'm sure the Timurids will appreciate it, but I'm not convinced for your own survival that that is a particularly great decision. Had some culture changes. That is awesome. We like to see that. Another province has been converted in religion. We're up to 84% religious unity. That's not bad. Oh dear, our Inquisitor just died though. That is unfortunate. I don't even have an Inquisitor replacement. Well, doesn't that stink? Well, I guess for now... Who do we even want? You guys are all kind of not what I want. You I couldn't promote because you're the wrong religion. Yeah. Well, we have a load of money, so we're just going to... I guess for now, take the oldie that's national unrest. He'll probably die in a few years' time. He's already 48. So we'll see what we get on the next re-roll. We can force people to retire so we can re-roll, but I don't think it's that critical. Credit to my vassal, though, or sorry, yes, I should say my client state. They did defeat the army in Golestan, which is pretty nifty. This stack can do what? Move over... Yeah, move over there so you don't get attritioned. This stack can come back to the Middle East. This stack can move back to, I don't know, near Constantinople. Again, just trying to reduce the amount of attrition. We don't have unlimited manpower. We should have more than enough as long as we're not incredibly wasteful, but it's not unlimited. We still have to be, you know, a little bit intelligent about things. He says he's going to double up that stack to increase the sieging speed, but you know, the thought that counts. I do wish the wasteland was coloured slightly differently, maybe if it was just like X's on it or something. Election time. Our Doge is 63, so we're probably not going to keep him. It is a shame because he has 3 traits and they're all great. More money, cheaper build cost, cheaper tech. You couldn't really ask for a better combination. Maybe the discipline one, but yeah, that's picky. His relative is a 256, so has the same number of points as him. I think that's a pretty good bet. Please don't be super old. He's only 31. Okay, that is awesome. Let's hope he doesn't get a load of stinky traits, but so far, that's all those things we just heard are good. Kind-hearted is fine. It's definitely not the trait I would pick right now, but it is absolutely non-offensive. I guess we should use one of these stacks to go sit on Hormuz, just in case they refuse to peace out. Poland and Britain are taking so long to get down there that I guess we should take something in that area. Just in case they never do anything. Given you can go through Timurid territory, let's do it that way around, thank you. Unhappiness among the peasantry. Well, that's something I'll help them with, in fact. We're swimming in money, so if it avoids having more problems, I am a-okay with it. All of the troops for the opposition are here in the Persian Gulf right now. How willing to peace out is a jam at the moment. Pretty willing. That's a difference of what, 89? No, 91. Maths is hard, apparently. So, given our war score is 56, they're probably going to give, what, like 70-ish% war score, essentially. To form what we want, we are going to need a lot of provinces. Does Armenia have a core on anything that we aren't already claiming? Okay, so these two we're going to want to give, but that's the wrong map. Yerevan and Nakhchivan Armenia has genuinely a core on, so it makes sense to give that to them. Those two provinces, Ganja and Melakates, are also in the same state, but that's not a priority. Just out of kind of rough interest, so if we say return cores 1 and 2, that's 12% war score. Oh, they have a core on... Okay. Oh, no. That's Georgia, not Armenia. Remember, Armenia. Yeah. Armenia is our vassal, not Georgia. They're very similar colors. Don't make that mistake. Does that mean the return core section's not going to work? Yeah, we're going to just have to take it. Because otherwise, it will try and return it to Georgia, and we don't want that to happen. Now, just for rough numbers' sake, do I need tad more to form Rome? Man, I wish I could keep this screen up. Yeah, we do. Are we even going to be able to take all of this, even with 100% war score? Is this what? Is it that? That's 97. So we would need... Okay, so we don't need Arbil or Kirkuk. Okay, so we don't need that. So we would need to take all of this land to get everything we need to form Rome based out of what a jam has anyway. We still clearly have a lot more work to do. That would be 107% overextension. Admittedly, we were giving the most of this to Armenia, so that's not part of the problem. 129 aggressive expansion would lead to some interesting problems. Primarily that really everybody around Anatolia would be willing to join a coalition. However, if we look at the list of people that would potentially join a coalition, it's only Yemen and Georgia that could technically get involved, because Somalia's in a peace treaty with us right now, and everybody else would already have been able to get into a coalition against me anyway. So it really doesn't move the yardstick that much. And it would essentially just be Yemen, and they're only 56,000 troops, and I'm not worried about them. They're really split up, so unless they can get open borders with all of their neighbors, which I would say is unlikely, they're going to have a very, very hard time to protect this. Also, Somalia has one province over here. That's really funny. And stupid, but mostly funny. So clearly we have to just keep trucking for now. We're just going to start heading with a load of our troops. I'm not even going to start sieging this area for carpet purposes. We're just going to start taking a load of stacks of troops in the direction of where the big stacks are. And see what they do. We're not going to play the naval game over here. That's way too money and time intensive. Astrakhan no longer has anybody protecting them. Russia's probably just going to eat them. I'm hoping that they'll just leave them alone for a bit, but the odds of that, not that high. Having said that, they haven't attacked Novgorod yet, so yeah, that's two wars that won't take them any time, but at least we'll waste a very microscopic amount of it. And we are wrecking a jam stack. Is exactly what I want to have happen. Yeah, we can't get into the sea. And I mean, I could get around to it. Do I really want to do that? I do have 135 ships just sitting around not doing anything. I guess I could. Okay, fine. This is probably the worst decision ever, but we can do it. So what we're going to do is travel to the Horn of Africa. And what we're also going to do is ask for fleet basing rights, because it costs us a whole whopping 2 gold a month. And we're going to park ourselves, once we get down here, into Angra dos Vaqueros, just in case we have any damage. That way we can get healed up. I hadn't really planned to go all the way down here. I mean, we technically don't need to. We can attack Hormuz the other way, which we're going to, but, well, we don't do a lot of naval, so we might as well do something a bit different. We're going to spread our troops out, though, so we don't get horrifically attritioned. That'll do. Wonder how long our navy's even going to take to get here. The Ottomans are going to clearly go into a coalition against us. That's an absolute no-brainer. Do I want to attack them before they get the chance? Who would that bring in? Medina, one province minor, and Biapas, who are already here. I know it's crazy, but we should probably attack them before they can join the coalition. How many troops do they have right now? 52,000. So I'm going to be a little bit overstretched, and I can't take all of my troops away from the mainland in case the coalition decides to fire. So I do have to be a little bit mindful. But I do have enough troops, I would say, around here to not really have a major issue. Yeah, these two stacks, the 54 and the 45, could deal with the Ottomans. The 44k could go and take Medina. Well, we're essentially in total war mode. We're going to bring Poland in because they will join for some reason. Those 3 ships are going to need saving. Okay. 17 ships are going over to protect them anyway. We do have to be slightly careful of the 25 naval ships the Ottomans have, but they only have 4 heavies. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so stack down here is going to split up, and we're going to have one part of it go to Baria, one part go to, I think it's Sina. Seeing you later. Start doing that. We'll then have them go over to Medina. Medina only has, what, 8,000 troops? Not worried about it. There's 41,000 troops here. Biafras do outnumber us, but not by that much. Really, their biggest issue for me is that most of their provinces are mountains, which is fortunate. It turns out that most of the Ottoman troops are split, which is not a good idea for them. So we're going to use that one stack and clean up, and then we're going to take these mercenaries over. We're not going to attack Biafras yet. We're going to see if they come and attack us. Now, Poland is going to get some black-flagged troops as a result, but I don't care too much. Where is our navy? They are going to take some time, I think it's fair to say. They're going to be a little while yet. Okay, thank you. We have our big siege that we had left to do in a jam completed. We're going to start moving our troops together. And we'll go siege out Biafras nice and quickly. Meanwhile, we're just going around and smacking all the Ottoman troops that we can find. There are 19,000 troops there. Hang on then. Before we start sieging out the Ottomans, let's go combine this stack again and go wreck some face. Yeah, Hormuz still has a lot of troops in the province of Hormuz. So my 45k stack down in Kathiri is just being left alone, which is very, very kind of them. Oh, well, Poland didn't wait for us. That's okay. Then we're just going to do this then. Because this 45k stack no longer needs to be here. We're going to move it back. We do need to deal with this 19k stack, though, so we won't split up too much. We will stay roughly in the same area, just in case they get any funny ideas. And it won't be funny, haha, put it that way. Still taking an eternity to get around. By the time our navy gets here, it's going to be irrelevant, but I can say they tried, right? Okay, so Biapas is being slapped up more like tapas, so that's fine. We just stack wipe some rebels for the Ottomans. We're really just very benevolent, it turns out. And thank you. Sayonara. Big stack, you're going to go and siege out their capital. Smaller stack, go take out the remaining 5,000 troops that they have. I don't see where the 19k stack has gone, so we're just going to split into 22s instead. We're just a little bit safer. It's fine. Our fleet is still moving. The culture of Kosovo has changed to one that works better for our empire. Somebody should probably go and slap the remainder of that Biapas stack, but right now it's fine. I don't know where Chahabar is, but I'm guessing it's down here. Yes, it is. Okay. It was in Timurid territory. That new leader is reasonably good. Not amazing, but is good enough. We also... Why is this 40k stack here without a leader? Because we can't have another one, it turns out. So we're getting attritioned. What's the supply limit here? 37? The supply limit here, 38. Does anybody have a 40? Looking for 40. Timurids, what are you... Why is your supply limit so terrible? Okay, we're going to go over here. 37 with a leader. You can move across. We just want to make sure they don't try and escape back across. Yeah, there's Russia attacking Novgorod. We knew it was coming. But again, it's just going to keep Russia occupied for a little bit. Oh, Hormuz is up in I said Portuguese. Polish territory. Neat. Yeah, this is the stack that we cannot split. I guess you can come over and start... you're probably going to complete the siege before you get there. Do they even have any other forts? I don't even see any other forts. Yeah, I don't think they have any. Kind of funny. And sad, really. Our navy finally did show up in Portuguese territory, so now we can start having it come over. You're going to take a stupid path? Nope, that looks about right, even though it looks like spaghetti. He's taking the right path. Still don't see where an Ottoman stack really is. There's 19,000 there, but that's really not anything. Also, why are you not forced marching? It's free. Guess we'll go give it a slap if we can see it. If we can get there in time. That siege was completed in 15 days. That's how easy a level 1 fort is now when you have 19 cannons. Not really a siege at this point so much. It's just us turning up and them agreeing to do as we say. I do wish when you split stacks that it by default, if it was in forced march when it was in the stack before, that it continued to forced march, but it does not. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. So it means we have to constantly click through all the stacks to make sure they are on forced march. Now we have to go to autonomously siege. Yeah, there are definitely some UI improvements that could be done, I think it's fair to say. Do that. I don't remember if I have to take Cyprus or not. I don't remember. Do I need Cyprus to form Rome? Yes, I do. That's a little bit irritating. Okay. Do they have a fort on it still? I don't think they do. No, they don't. So they'll give that to me without me having to siege it. Okay. That works for me. It would also probably help if you actually got them to do the autonomous sieging rather than just setting it up. And what do you think the odds are that I'm going to remember to put this stack together afterwards? Probably not high. And I really hope, and maybe there is a more efficient way of doing that. I just don't know what it is. Where are you moving? A place that I can catch you. That's all I care about. All right. Awesome. Do that. Let's go back out. Ooh, that was a big old lag spike. Wonder what the laptop was doing there. Fine. They slightly outnumber us, but it's only temporary. Religion has changed in Bois. Ta-da! Got an Albacete. Yeah, now we massively outnumber Medina's stack. Probably once we remove these guys, actually, let's just go and get Medina sieged out now. Otherwise, we're just going to put it off and not do it. We'll use this stack to follow wherever they move. Canals and turnpikes. Yeah, let's just spend a ton of money and give them better infrastructure. Again, we have it, so we might as well use it, right? Oh, got a good stretch in there. That's adorable that they're trying to... Oh, why did the Timurids claim that? That's interesting. Not a big deal, but pretty weird. Where is our navy? Is it here yet? Must be close by this stage, surely. No, I'm still over at Madagascar. I guess everything's relative as to whether you decide if that's close or not, but it's not close enough for me. Where is this stack going? They're going southeast. But where? I guess we'll head in the rough direction. Maybe it's southwest. I'm not sure where they plan on going, but wherever it is, we're going to catch them. We have some more splendor to use. What sweet deal do we want? Liberty Desire down is helpful. Ignoring calling distance we will need before the end of the game, but we don't need it right now. I don't even need global naval modifier. I'm just going to take the 25% reduction in Liberty Desire in same continent subjects, in case we end up having to turn part of Germany into a client state, but none of those are things we really need right now. Russia sowing dissent is mildly annoying, but really not a big deal. Poor Novgorod, they have absolutely... they have less than a snowball's chance in hell of surviving. But again, it will keep Russia distracted for now, which is really all I want. Yeah, their stack is going down to Baghdad, but that's suicide. Look at all the troops that are there, so... Yeah. Not the wisest decision, I'm going to say. Well, look, our navy's nearly here. It's only taken them about, what, like 2 years in-game? But we're getting there eventually. Oop, I was on pause, I didn't even realise. That was just perfect. And we can finally start moving our troops in. We're just going to move them all because, well, Hormuz does it not even have a fort on it anymore? Yikes, that's embarrassing. Oh, come on. Come on, client state, stop being terrible. Actually, you're the vassal. Oh, they're all the same. That's all close enough. Oh, they ran away. Okay. Sure. Are we going to win that fight? Yeah, we are. We're going to be fine. Okay. I'm surprised our sieging groups weren't too scared to attend that. So we have 145,000 troops on one stack. We don't need them all. We're just going to move all stacks bar one over to siege out Muscat. It's a level 9 fort, so it's going to need some help. Don't blow up the Timurid I was going to say fleet, but that's a bit generous. Handful of ships. Please don't do that. Captured 2 ships. Hooray. Where are you going, Liwa? Well, I guess we'll deal with you first. 1.5 innovativeness when I'm capped out. Hooray! That's what I wanted for Christmas. The jam is up to 86% war score. I'm pretty sure they'll just give us everything we want now, but we're gonna break their army just because we can. Is that evil? Probably. But they're not as likely to join a coalition if they have no army. So, to me, that's the right decision. They will take our peace deal now. I imagine they'll give us 100%. Yeah, they will. 89% war score, but they'll give us way more than that because, well, you know, they're getting absolutely wrecked. And we don't need to take any more land off them. So I am very happy just to top this up to 100 using gold. Get that war done. I don't really care about anybody else that was in the war with them. Like Hormuz, don't really care. Now we can move all of these troops away again. So, in fairness, our navy did get to do something. It was almost nothing, but they at least got to do something. And we're just going to move all of those troops back. We do have to keep our stack in Medina, but everybody else here now is fine. And I'm hoping they all have different leader maneuver speeds. Yes, they do. So they'll start spreading out so they don't attrition as much. Awesome. So, before I forget, I should give some of these provinces out to my vassal. So we clearly want to give these 3 to Armenia. That's an absolute no-brainer. So go to Armenia. We're going to... Oh, we're at war. Yes, that has to wait then. Okay. That's fine. We're not going to start coring any of this yet then. What's our overextension look like? Keep clicking all the wrong buttons. We are technically over 100%. That's bad. But we'll balance that out after the war with the Ottomans ends. We're already at 64% war score. What do we even need for this war? So we need... We don't need these provinces, which I think is interesting. And despite the fact they're coastal, they're not even that good. So we're just not going to bother. If anything, it'll just give us more border gore to cause the Ottomans problems with. We do need everything where the Ottomans' name is. We do also need the 4 provinces here in the state of the Syrian desert and Transjordan, respectively. Very progressive for the time, I guess. We also need everything down all the way to Basra. We have to wait 1 day, because you can't make multiple peace treaties the same day. So we need all of that, I'm pretty sure it said. Yep. Everything. Well, everything apart from Hoveyya is... Okay, well, congratulations. You're not losing your 1 province down here. Good luck. Good luck keeping these 2 provinces from having rebellion issues, I guess. Okay. So we need all of that otherwise. And then I don't think we're going to be able to take all of this in one go. But we definitely want to take Cyprus because it's a pain in the backside to get otherwise. Which provinces was it in this area we needed? It was... I don't think it was Kudus, right? Okay, no. It's all 5 of them. I can't count to 5. I thought there was only 4. We don't need Al-Jorf. And again, big rubbish province, so we really don't want to waste the time. So yeah, so we only have 41 maximum war score left, and they're not going to give us 100% right now. I don't even know if we're going to piece them out at the moment, but in terms of options, we could take... I like to do it state by state if you can't take everything. So if you can't take everything, this would be not bad. It would be another 140 war score. It would be so bad that even Delhi would be willing to join a coalition. Which I would rather they not do. They're not dangerous, but that's another 81,000 troops I wouldn't want to have to deal with. I'm pretty sure Sind would join the coalition as well. Okay, well, I'm going to say we're probably not going to take quite all of that land then. Because realistically, we're going to have to war them again. The only thing is, would that be 100% war score or more? Because I'd rather not have to war them more than one more time. So it may end up just being a decision that we just say, fine. But if we do that, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer so we don't have Delhi and Sind in this coalition. Okay, I'll think about that between episodes, because this is a long boy, so we'll think next time around with a new video. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you liked the video. Give it the old like and subscribe as if you did. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.